Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I am your host, Blind Prime, and for today I will be talking to you about the WWE Elite Collection Sergeant Slaughter. Here Sergeant Slaughter is with his jacket on, his elbow pads, and a riding crop for some reason. I don't really like the riding crop. I don't like even imagining that my Sergeant Slaughter gets kinky with it. I think that's just messed up. I don't know why he came with a riding crop. I don't know enough about Sergeant Slaughter. Honestly, in the G.I. Joe in the G.I. Joe cartoon, Sergeant Slaughter was my least favorite character. I just didn't like the guy. I didn't. Maybe it was his vehicle that he had, that tricycle with all the rockets behind his head. I just thought it was so stupid. I couldn't do it. I could not get behind this character in G.I. Joe. And I saw this guy on sale and figured I'd pick him up a couple of months ago. And this is, I've finally gotten around to talking to him with you guys. He's just been hanging around. I've been playing with him, trying to figure out what I'm actually going to talk about with him. And, well, we're going to discuss that. So, first off, a note to Hasbro. WTF, Hasbro. I understand you're doing some, really great mold work and really great things like that, but give us some extra hands. Didn't mean to knock my bat. How difficult is it to give us some extra GD hands? We all want some extra hands for our Joes. This guy didn't even come with a punching fist. WTF? Why no punching fist? He came with two pointy hands, which, by the way, as a blind person, I didn't understand these were pointy hands until a friend of mine went, he was like, send me a picture of them. And I sent him a picture, and he was like, dude, those are pointy hands. They're not grenades. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, what type of grenade is this? This is the weirdest feeling thing. And no, it's a pointer hand. It's just, it felt completely weird. But when he mentioned it was a hand, then I was able oh, there's the fingers, there's the thumb, that's the index finger pointing forwards, and then that's the bar to connect it to the action figure. Okay, that makes more sense. So, that's that. 1 second. Computer. Play Modest Mussorgsky.
Playing Mattis Yahoo.
No, computer.
Over 90.
Play Modest Mussorgsky.
Shuffling songs by Modest Mussorgsky on Amazon Music.
Grassy. Okay, back to what we were talking about. I heard some in the public domain music starting to play, and I was like, I gotta get that out of here before this video gets flagged for me accidentally playing somebody else's music without realizing it. Yeah. That's the thing with background music. You kind of you get into what you're talking about and you forget the background music's even going on. So let's talk about this guy. I yelled about the hands. I really, you know what? You can stay down, Bat. I really want there to be extra hands with my Joes. I don't understand why they can't afford to throw in two little pieces of plastic like this. Is it really that insane on your budget to give us some GD hands? A little fist? Maybe, some extra pointers? Maybe a grasping hand. Cobra Commander came with a pointy finger and a grasping hand. And it's just like, why? Why do you do it with some figures, but not all of them? But in Marvel Legends, you seem to do it with just about every single one of the GD figures there. It just irritates the snot out of me as a G.I. Joe classified collector and a person that talks to you about this stuff on my videos. It irritates me because I want to bring you some really cool stuff, and it's annoying when Hasbro refuses to give the G.I. Joe classified line the cool stuff. They give the Marvel Legends line all the cool stuff, but they don't give it to G.I. Joe, and they rarely give it to Transformers. Transformers and G.I. Joe are just like the redheaded stepchildren of Hasbro. Mainly it's because, nobody pays Hasbro to make toys for G.I. Joe or Transformers, but Disney pays Hasbro dump trucks of money for Marvel Legends. So let's get into this guy, and I'll get off my little soapbox. So, accessories I hate. We'll start with that. We're going to start with the hat, because I hate this hat. I despise this hat. They say this hat is a fedora? Not a fedora, a beret. And this isn't a beret. This feels like one of those, tomato top hats that you would see artists with or something. This is a crap hat. This is just it's poo. It's a poo hat. And I hope it's poo colored because that's exactly what it is. It's crap. It's worthless. All the other GI Joe classified figures that I have. Like, I know this is Mattel, but this is important for you to understand. The GI Joe classified figures, if the figure were to fall for whatever reason, the chances of the hat popping off the figure's head and bouncing off into oblivion is pretty low. There's only been one instance of the hat being loose, and I fixed that with some sticky tack, and that was it. And I don't even remember which figure it was. Which figure was it? I don't even. I think it was Beachhead, but I'm not sure. And then it was Beachhead, but I just put that on there to keep the hat on because I didn't want to lose it. But this hat you will lose if you don't use sticky tack. This hat is not molded to fit the head of this figure. This hat is this hat is used by another figure entirely in the WWE line, and most likely is more sculpted for that figure's head than Sergeant Slaughter here. Now, Sergeant Slaughter does have a bald head. At least it feels bald. I hope it's bald. And he's got a little bit of hair on the back end. And we get over to that. Look at that. That's nice. That's some good hair sculpting. I do appreciate that sculpt work underneath the hat. It's a nice sculpt work. Now on to the sunglasses, and the sunglasses are pretty neat. They were attached with a rubber band around his head, which I removed because it was stopping the hat from really fitting well. And these sunglasses are very similar to Destro's sunglasses that Destro came with, except they are a little bit on the thinner side, and they're not aviators like Destro's were. These feel like more wraparound sunglasses. Like, they don't really feel like aviators, and if they are aviators, then they're cartoonish aviators. Actually, wait. No, they are aviators. They're just cartoonish aviators because they're not like the eyes aren't the right size. So he comes with cartoonish aviator sunglasses. Let me put that back on his head. And so that's cartoonish aviator sunglasses. And now let's get over here to the riding crop, which I just recently found out was a riding crop. I initially, whenever I felt this, I was like, okay, number one, I think it's wrong that Mattel gave us a noose. And number two, why wasn't it molded to actually be a noose knot? I was so confused by this. I thought it was a noose. I was like, did they give us a Sergeant Slaughter with a noose? This isn't right. This isn't right at all. Why would they give me an action figure that comes with his own noose? This isn't Scarecrow or a Batman villain or even any. No, it was messed up. And so I looked into it more. And I found out this is a riding crop. And I'm like, this is a riding crop? Look, I was between noose and one of those old microphones that they used to have. The ones that like came up and had a little circle bit. And I was like, okay, is this just a terribly molded old microphone? A riding crop? Just write it? What the hell? When did he use a riding crop? I don't remember. Then again, he wasn't my favorite character in G.I. Joe, so I don't really have many memories of Sergeant Slaughter. I mean, I mainly bought him for the channel so I could review him with you guys. So that's the riding crop. An accessory I do not understand. I do not understand at all. Now let's talk about some of the accessories that are really cool. We'll talk about these elbow pads. I love the elbow pads. They're really well molded, and they're sculpted in nice soft plastic so that they can actually fit over his arms. And you can actually put the elbow pads on over the jacket if you feel like it. You can do that. I did that, but it's all up to you. It's your toy. Anyway, these elbow pads are some of the best things to come out of this character here. I love these elbow pads. I think they're quite excellent, and you could probably use them for other G.I. Joe figures. So that's cool. He came with two very fun accessories. Now let's talk about his jacket. His jacket is also an accessory he comes with, and we can actually take it off. So we're going to remove his jacket. We're just going to take it off his body. Okay. Now to take the jacket off of his body is a pain, and it's not too easy. You gotta work at it a bit. You gotta figure out which way everything's going to go, because this isn't like a human body where you can move and contort yourself to fit this. I don't even know how they got this on this figure at all, actually. Did they just take it from the sides? Yeah. All right. Now we're just gonna roll it down his back. Maybe that's how they did it. Did they roll it down his back? Huh. I actually haven't taken the jacket off yet, and it's proving to not be an easy task. Okay, wait. I think I got it. All right. We have him midway through a strip. He's strip teasing. He is the worst stripper ever because he's taken so long to take his jacket off. The music has already kind of changed its tempo and everything. I can't really get this jacket off at all, and I don't want to rip it. I think I did rip it just a bit over there. Crap. Ah, stupid sunglasses. There they are. Cool. No, wait, that's not the sunglasses. Where did the sunglasses go? Shoot. Sunglasses. And I knocked over another figure. I'm always doing that. Oh, wait. Is that the sun? No, that's one of those weird hands. That's that. Okay, and that's that. And then that's that piece. All right, those are all over there. And then, hey, here's the sunglasses. We're going to set the sunglasses over there so I don't lose them. And let's put this jacket back on him so I don't break the jacket, trying to figure out how to get the jacket off of him. He doesn't have enough flexibility. I don't even know how they got the jacket on him. How did they do that? How in the world did you get this jacket on? You can't even get it off. And now it won't shut because I did something wrong. Okay, this figure is filled with many things that are just like, what the hell? Why? So that's the jacket. It's cool, but at the same time, it's not cool because it's a little too small for him. Hi, Kream. You want to give me kisses? You want to give me loves? Yes, I love the Kream too. Kream, I'm trying to do a video. No, Kream, I'm trying to do a video. Go over there. Okay, so that's it for the accessories. No, Kream, don't be like that. Don't attack my accessories. No, you can't have them. They're my accessories. All right, so that's enough with the accessories that came with this Sergeant Slaughter. Let's talk about the figure in full now. Number one, it's too tall for G.I. Joe Classified. Just out of the box, I'm going to let you guys know that it's too tall. Number two, the joints on this thing are really stiff. It doesn't like to move a lot. It isn't. I mean, he's got some core movement. He can move down a little bit. He can move up a little bit. Ooh, and it snaps a little bit. There we go. He can move up that much, and he can move down that much. Not much there in the core movement area. Let's talk about the other articulation. So his arm can move up and down. This jacket does get in the way of that movement a little bit, but it's got full movement on the shoulder. Sadly, though, he only has a 90-degree elbow, which is another sad fact of just why do we still get 90-degree elbows these days? This was supposed to be your elite collection, Mattel. Give us some double jointed elbows. He's not even a female figure. What in the world? Just what in the world? So that's the joints for the upper body, and the head can move around okay. It can look down, kinda. It can look up, kinda. It's got full 360, and then it's got slight movement left and right on that axis. The waist does spin 360 degrees, and it's not too much. It's not too good to look at. The hips are fully posable. They move all over the place. They got regular hips. His thigh swivel is wild because it's just his thighs are so freaking large that when you swivel it off to the side, it really just messes up the feel of the toy. It's that's something that I'm glad that G.I. Joe Classified figured out how to fix and make it where you don't feel that so much. But here they didn't really do that. He does have double jointed knees, which is really cool. But in order to accomplish this, they did this huge cutout in the back of his knee in order to make room for the double jointed knee. Now let's look at Bat here. And Bat's back of the knee is very sleek, very nice. You've got nice back of the knee, Bat. It's nice. It's a very hard joint to bend. and it comes together really well. And you get back of the knee stuff, but not the feel this and know it to be action figure back of the knee. That's just sloppy. It's just sloppy, WWE people. That's sloppy. Uh, Come down here. He's got the boot swivel, and he's got really tall boots. They go almost all the way up to his knees. Actually, it does go all the way up to his knee. Um, Ankle, he can move it. It's got slight ankle tilt, and the foot does not spin. The foot does not move up and down. The foot just tilts slightly to one side, so you can get that A stance going on if you want it. So, on to sculpting. So, sculpted wise, he's got a tank top shirt on here, and it comes down. It's all right, and it feels sculpted well enough. I don't know what this bunch in the fabric is right here underneath his pecs area. I have no idea what that is. But they didn't do what the classified series does, where the classified series, if they give you a piece of cloth that goes over muscles, they'll try to sculpt in like shadow muscles, kind of the shadowy bits of muscles. Here it's just straight shirt, and you can just go ahead and assume, since it's rounded, that he's got a beer belly underneath that shirt, because it doesn't feel like he's got a six-pack underneath that shirt. It's too rounded. He feels like he's got a beer belly. And what's up, Kream? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're getting in the way of the video. No, don't play with that stuff. I gotta put it back. Yeah, I don't want to lose any of it, Kream. Yeah, you can go outside in a minute. I'm almost done, Kream. All right. Yeah, we are almost done. So that's the shirt sculpting. Leg sculpting is, holy crap, you can feel the muscles, and he's just over-muscled. It's incredibly over-muscled. This guy takes his steroids every day. No, Kream, no, bad Kream. That's a bad Kream. That Sergeant Slaughter's hat is not a toy. I mean, it is a toy, but it isn't a cat toy. No, Sergeant Slaughter's hat is not a cat toy. All right. Anyway, sculpt-wise for his head is quite excellent. That's the only part about him that I really appreciate, though I think he's got too big of a chin. It really feels a little cartoon. Kream, this is not... No, Kream. What? Why? Did you take something with you? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, his head sculpt is really nice, though it feels a little cartoonish. He does have some good, chin... cheeks, though. Wow. Really, really nice on the mold there. The ears are well defined, and his bald head is well defined too. Now to the sculpting on his arms. I haven't really been able to get at much of his arms because of this jacket and the problems I've been having with it. But the arm sculpt is okay. It's just that because they did the jacket there, they didn't really do much on the arm sculpt. And oh my god, there's no muscle tone in his arm? Is there any muscle? There's muscle tone on his biceps, but not on his forearm. His forearm is just smooth. Okay, there's some things to like about this figure, but overall, this review's done. Overall, guys, I'd recommend not picking this up unless you are a die-hard Sergeant Slaughter fan and must have a Sergeant Slaughter figure. My advice to you is wait for a better Sergeant Slaughter figure, because this one ain't worth the money, in my opinion. This one's a Kream. This one's a piece of crap. Anyway, thank you for watching, and tune in next part where we will be going over Master Damas from the Wreck and Rule collection. And Kream, what are you? No. I mean, you can attack Bumblebee. I don't care, but good grief. All right. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. Bye bye for now.